Okay, I believe we are good to go now. Sorry about that. I realized when I was making the lobby, the region was on recommended, which is usually fine, but for whatever reason, it made a European-based lobby, and everyone was having super high ping. But we should be good to go now, as we have the players joining now. Should be joining. And there we go. All right. Post University versus Eastern University NECC Week 1 starts right now. It's going to be Craven, Squishy Shark, and Fallen Realms for Eastern. Ooh, a nice shot by Fallen Realms to start off this one for Eastern, scoring with just 10 seconds off the clock, a 50 in front of the box. And Klowa, NiMBiiX coming up, but he's just a little bit too late there on the challenge. And Fallen Realms with the first goal of this best of 7. As you see a open ball in midfield, Squishy gonna flick it over Blitz, and then gets it under the next Eagles defender. Oh, and miscommunication, and Blitz just puts it on a platter, and Fallen Realms already with 2 goals for Eastern at the start of this one. Eagles a little bit slow to get started here. But sometimes it can happen. First game jitters. Blitz will win this kickoff post and have an opportunity. He's going to go off the ceiling. He's not able to catch up to it, and Craven going to clear it out for Eastern, who, by the way, are also the Eagles tonight. So we've got Eagles versus Eagles here in week 1 of the NECC, as Blitz takes it up the sidewall. Klowa gonna cut in front here with some boost, try to get this one mid. Oh, it's down in front. Everyone kind of fooled by that one. NiMBiiX puts a shot on it, but it's very slow, and Eastern able to save it. They do double commit in front of the net, though, as Klowa puts a shot on net, but it's once again saved by the Eastern defense. Squishy Shark now bangs this one downfield. NiMBiiX not quite enough boost to get to this one, but he's bailed out by Blitz. Blitz gonna bump Squishy Shark off of this one. Klowa gets a 50 in front of the net. That's gonna be off the backboard. A tough read for Klowa, but he comes in and makes the clear. And now Blitz on the back wall, gonna send this one over to NiMBiiX. A little bit too hard of a touch there, though, and Fallen Realms gonna get there. Squishy Shark putting a shot on net, but Klowa, great timing there, coming off of the backboard and making the save, keeping this one a 2-goal affair. Eagles settling in a little bit nicely here, but Blitz still has got to make a play, and he's not able to, as Fallen Realms with a hat trick already. Just a minute and a half into this one. Nice ground pinch to beat one's got no boost to work with, but neither does Blitz really, with only half a tank. And sitting in that near post position, going to make it really difficult to save that one, and a 3-0 start for Eastern. Fast kickoff, that's going to bounce off the corner. A nice read by Fallen Realms, as Eagles looking to bounce back here. Blitz with an extra touch on this one. We'll send it into the corner. Klowa also not feeling 100%, playing a little bit under the weather today. So hopefully he feels better soon. This Fallen Realms gets a demo on him. Takes the ball off the top of NiMBiiX's car. Eagles struggling a little bit as far as boost management goes. Fallen Realm running out of boost himself. Klowa gets in front of the play, gets some bumps going on. NiMBiiX going to put a shot on net, but it's off target. Fallen Realm's going to clear it out, though. This one's sent out mid. NiMBiiX up to Squishy Shark, and Blitz should be able to catch this one. He's going to pop it up to himself, gets it over one, gets bumped off. Now Klowa going to challenge. That's out mid for NiMBiiX. He puts a shot on net. Squishy Shark is there, though, and will easily make the save. And now Eastern on the counterattack. Blitz, nice challenge with 0 boost. Klowa now up for this one. Puts it down in front. Fallen Realms can't read it, and NiMBiiX will collect that one, and Post will cut into the lead. Their first goal of the NECC Fall 2025 season goes to NiMBiiX off of that missed clear. 2:07 to play. Still definitely winnable for Post, but they've got to score one quick here. Give themselves a chance to tie it up. potentially force an overtime. Ball kind of stalled out in the corner here. Klowa trying to flick it over one, gets bumped off. Has to quick flip into that one. Good 50. Has low boost, gonna try to get another 50. Guesses wrong though. Now Fallen Realms over to Blitz. Blitz looking for a double. Squishy intercepts. Now Klowa keeping the pressure on. A nice 50 out in front. He's gonna back pass it to NiMBiiX. Shot off the post. A great look for the Eagles. Stymied though by our namesake. And now here's Squishy on the counterattack for Eastern. Klowa low boost, gonna wisely just bang this one downfield. NiMBiiX off the sidewall, a little pinch. Kraven reads it though and gets an extra touch. That's gonna force an adjustment from Blitz. He's able to adjust, gets the flip reset, but is unable to use it, or maybe never got it, wasn't quite sure. Fallen Realms' shot on net, it's top crossbar and in, and Fallen Realms with his 4th goal of the game. Putting this whole Eastern team on his back here. Very nice shot. Too high for NiMBiiX and too fast for Klowa to save. And this one may be out of reach for the post-University Eagles, not the Eastern Eagles. Of course, they're looking very strong so far in Game 1. NiMBiiX over to Klowa. Eagles trying to figure out how they can advance this ball upfield. Squishy Shark comes in between. Blitz not able to make the touch, but it's off the crossbar. Another good look for Eastern. That would have definitely sealed the deal, but even still, it may be too little, too late here for post. Klowa with a flick, but it's not high enough to get over Squishy Shark, who makes the save. The Kraven can't touch that one, and now NiMBiiX with a nice pass out in front, but all 3 defenders from Eastern are there to make the clear. And all Eastern has to do is stall for time now. And they'll be up 1-0 in this best of 7. Nice save from Blitz there. In a very tough position. He's able to recover and make an additional save as well, but it's not going to matter. Eastern will take the Game 1 victory here. And we'll go up 1-0. Oops, that's the wrong scene, excuse me. There we go, that's the right one. Got a new stream setup this season, so apologies for that there. I'm gonna update the score real quick. That is orange. There we go. Yeah, Post has really got to figure out a way to defend Fallen Realms. He had a fantastic Game 1 there for Eastern. 4 goals, 705 points. Klowa, the MVP for the Eagles, the post-University Eagles, 293 points, 1 assist and 2 saves. The lone goal for the Eagles, for the post-University Eagles, coming at the hands of NiMBiiX. So we'll see if Post can bounce back. This is a best of 7. Dubious, nice to see you, by the way. All right, here we go. Game 2. Eastern up 1-0. See if the Post can bounce back. I got to stop calling them the Eagles because they're both the Eagles tonight. Oh, here's NiMBiiX off the kickoff. Good save by Squishy, but it's still in front of the net. Blitz turned away by Fallen Realms. Now here's Klowa. Eagles putting on a lot of pressure early here in Game 2, but still zeros across the board. Fallen. Out mid to NiMBiiX. Good communication that time from Post as Blitz is able to leave it for Klowa. Good block there by NiMBiiX, but that'll allow Kraven to catch this one. Another 50. Still in the hands of Eastern's Kraven. Another 50 in front of the Eagles net. NiMBiiX not able to touch this one. Klowa's now up for it, though. Going for a double. Almost reads the waterfall down, but now here's Blitz, and that's going to be a whiff, too. Klowa trying to do what he can with 7 boosts as Squishy gets on top of it, or gets underneath it, rather, but unable to get a good clear. And now Blitz has a bit of an open net. He's got a cut, though, and can't quite find the angle. Now Squishy into the corner. Klowa. Another 50 off the ceiling. Double commit for post. They emerge unscathed so far. 3:40 left on the clock. Still double zeros in this one. Squishy sending it back to Klowa. Over to Klowa. That's going to be off the ceiling. Ooh, he can't read it. And Kraven will collect that one. Once again, goal going over to the team that makes the least amount of mistakes early. Kraven was in the right spot at the right time. And wisely put that one low where he knew the defense was not going to be able to get it. Oh, Fallen Realms sending it back towards his own half. Kraven is able to catch this one. Blitz going to challenge, though, and will be able to take possession. Fallen Realms off the ceiling. That's going to be down in front for Klowa off the side. And he's not able to find the back of the net. Now two Eagles turn at the same time. Fallen Realms out in front of the play. Can't find any demos, though, as Klowa was already on the backboard. That's a difficult situation for Post. They're able to recover somehow. Keep this one a one-goal affair. Squishy going up for this one. Just a couple light touches. NiMBiiX now doing what he can with low boost. Now it's out in front, but no Eagle wants to... no Post University Eagle wants to commit on that one. Now here's Blitz. Gets a bit of a ground pinch, but a good challenge from Squishy. Nice touch there by Blitz to keep it out of the danger zone. Gets that boost taken from him, though, and will try to do what he can with zero. Klowa now up for this one. Has to make some mid-air adjustments. Now here's NiMBiiX. That's going to be off the backboard, but a little too slow. And Squishy Shark able to clear it out. Now this one is sent over. It's going to be a 50 in front of the post net. Blitz up again for this one. Unable to get there, but Klowa is there. Oh. Fallen Realms. Klowa getting bumped here. This is a bit of an open net. NiMBiiX coming in from behind and will get a nice pinch off the sidewall as well, but Squishy Shark keeps the pressure on for the Eastern Eagles. Blitz 50, but it's dangerously in the corner. Out mid to Squishy. Eagles, Post University Eagles scrambling a bit here. Able to recover so far. A nice block from Klowa as well. Oh, but there's some miscommunication, but the Eagles somehow survive that. As Klowa trying to go off the ceiling. Oh, Blitz back to Klowa while he was still airborne. That was almost really cool. Nothing ending up happening out of that, though. Fallen going for a double off the corner. Up for Squishy. That's going to waterfall down, and NiMBiiX will clear it out. 1 minute to play now. Klowa's shot. Saved by Fallen Realms. Another 50 in front of the net. That's a great pass by Blitz. And Klowa is in position and buries it. And we are tied at 1. Blitz, an excellent job just putting his car in a more vertical position there to kind of just stop the ball. And give Klowa an open shot on net. Brand new ball game here. Trying to stay up for this one, but he's low on boost. Gets an extra touch, but it's not enough as Kraven gets the save. And now here's NiMBiiX going to slow things down, pop it up, try to get in front, go for the demos. It's off the sidewall. And now Blitz's turn to slow things down. Gets it past 2. Now Squishy really going to slow things down here. 2 up once again. Kraven does get the clear. This is a dangerous position. All 3 Post University players very pushed up. Fallen Realms. Clear, a double off the side, and it's in. That was such an awkward situation all around for Post. Klowa just kind of had to flip a little early there, and then it just ends up squirting into the net. An unfortunate situation, but Eastern will certainly take it, as they're now up 1. Just about 10 seconds to go. NiMBiiX no boost off the side. Squishy Shark gonna claim that one easily. Oh, Klowa almost had a nice challenge there. Fallen Realms hits it high. 1 second left. Post has got to keep this one up. And they're not able to. As Eastern will take that win and go up 2-0 in the best of 7. Kraven, the MVP that time for Eastern, 394 points, 1 goal, 1 assist, and 2 saves. Klowa, the MVP for the Eagles, for the post-University Eagles, 322 points, 1 goal, and 1 save. A reminder that we will have our post-University Purple Rocket League team facing off against WPI over on Post-U Esports 2 shortly after this match concludes. I'll go ahead and send you guys over there so you can cheer them on as well. But here we go. Game 3, Post-University down 2-0. Eastern looking to get on match point. Post looking to make this one a series, but it's going to be tough. Blitz off the sidewall. Can't quite handle it. Klowa sending it all the way down the pitch. And Fallen Realm collects. A bit of an awkward touch, though, for him. Klowa with another touch out mid. Blitz's shot is very high, though, off the backboard. And that was a good look for Post. But Eastern escapes. 50 out mid. Craven's pass to Fallen Realms a little bit off the mark there as Blitz gets an extra touch over 1. Klowa can't quite connect on that redirect. Klowa's been so good with these redirects. Oh, but NiMBiiX read him like a book there. Coming in. Getting in front of the play here. Craven didn't really have a good angle to clear that ball. Tried to do what he could. Awkwardly, but it wasn't enough, and NiMBiiX pounces on that one. And Post with their first lead of the series here in Game 3. Good shot by NiMBiiX. That would have been on target, but a nice challenge there by the Eastern defense. This is a bad situation, though. It's out in front. Eagles bumping each other. NiMBiiX is able to recover, get an extra touch out mid. Another doink as well, but that's going to leave it for Kraven. Blitz with low boost, going to leave it for Klowa wisely. Now Klowa. Oh, a nice pinch off the backboard. A beauty of a pass here from the Eagles captain. Klowa follows this ball all the way down and pancakes it against the back wall, which drops it down beautifully. And the Eagles now with a 1-goal cushion with 3:51 to play. Klowa now pops this one up. NiMBiiX on the backboard. It's right there. Kraven has to quickly clear that one away. Klowa off the sidewall. Squishy back to Klowa, who sends it downfield. Post cannot catch up to it. Now here's Blitz with a shot. Fallen Realms will save that one. Post keeping up the pressure. Punts this one all the way down. It's going to be off the crossbar. And somehow Eastern survives. And they're going to counterattack from across the pitch. Fallen Realms credited with that one. But yeah, Post just too pushed up there. Blitz trying to do what he can, bumping Fallen Realms, but it wasn't enough. And Eastern will cut into the lead. A little bit too antsy to score that 3rd goal there. He generally with a 2-goal lead and play a little bit more conservative, but it happens. Ooh, I thought that was going to be an open shot there. Blitz has to turn around quickly for this one to clear it out, but does so. And now Klowa off the sidewall. Blitz pops it up. Didn't have a good angle for a shot. NiMBiiX is there. Oh, can't connect. And this could be another breakaway goal for Eastern. Fallen Realms gets the touch. NiMBiiX off his own top crossbar. Oh my god. And Fallen Realms going to clean that one up. And we are tied at 2. That was an incredibly gutsy clear by NiMBiiX. Almost just straight up own goal. But that's a really nice pass and shot there by Squishy to Fallen Realms. And Eastern makes this a brand new ball game as we are approaching halftime here with 2:30 left. Ooh, Kraven misses this one. This could open the door for Post. NiMBiiX passed, but no one there to take a shot. This Blitz, a little bit of a double off his own backboard. A little bit of a mini psycho, if you will. Double commit for Post here, as results in not a great pass. This one's slammed off the ground, and now NiMBiiX is going to have a free ball. He's going to bang it down into the eastern corner. Not a great touch from Fallen Realms. Squishy saves him. Now Fallen Realms is able to recover. Going for the flip reset, gets it over one, but Blitz is there in reserve and is able to make the save. Has no boost here. Going to try to squeak it through the defense with 0 boost, and almost does so. Squishy unable to make that one. Nice pass by NiMBiiX down to Klowa, and Klowa going to get another touchdown in front for Blitz, but it's turned away by Kraven. Blitz cannot get another touch off the sidewall. Now the Eagles going to try to reset. NiMBiiX with an extra touch. Turned away by Squishy. Blitz off the sidewall. Down to Fallen Realms. That's going to be off the sidewall again. Blitz doing everything he can with that amount of boost. NiMBiiX unable to connect, and now Squishy sends it downfield. Klowa. It's going to be a free ball for Blitz. Good setup. Gets a flip reset, but Squishy reads it. Oh! Nearly an own goal, but it doesn't matter as Klowa comes in and cleans that one up. A very awkward situation all around for Eastern. Fallen Realms didn't quite clear that one out, and Squishy was driving directly towards his own net. Wasn't able to touch that one without own goaling, so just leaves it, and hoping that Post didn't have anyone ready to take a shot, but unfortunately for them, we did. But Fallen now with a really good setup, and we are tied again. I thought that might have been a highlight reel double tap here from Fallen, but it ends up just being a really nice pass. Blitz unable to read it, and Kraven once again there cleaning up the loose ball. And we're tied at 3:52 seconds remaining. This is a pivotal game for Post. That's very close. Fallen Realms has to pinch it off of his own crossbar to prevent a goal. As we now free ball bouncing in front of the eastern net, finally cleared away. Good read by Klowa. Sends it down. Fallen is there. NiMBiiX. Good catch. Gets bumped off of this one. Trying to do what he can. Almost gets a touch despite getting bumped there. NiMBiiX so good at that. Touch from Klowa, but Kraven is there. Fallen Realms sticking around. 10 seconds to go now. Klowa with a nice doink. Ooh, Fallen, not a good clear. Klowa's shot just off the mark, off the top crossbar, and we are going to overtime here in Game 3. Kickoff. Nobody's ball yet. 50's all around. Finally, NiMBiiX gets it over one. Kraven with no boost has to catch up to this one and does so. Good touch from Blitz off the ceiling, playing really nice defense. Squishy with not a great clear. Fallen has to come bail him out. All right, here's NiMBiiX. Good solid touch down into the corner. That's going to make it awkward for Squishy Shark, but he's able to get a touch on it. Now Blitz up for this one. Gets another touch off the corner. Oh, double commit for Post. This is bad. Yep, Fallen Realm's going to easily tap that one in, and Eagles once again 2 pushed up, and Eastern will easily punish that. Kraven saw that a mile away. Excellent pass out to Fallen Realms. Didn't quite have the angle for a shot himself, but it didn't matter. He sends it out to Fallen, and Fallen Realms closes out Game 3 for Eastern. Post now in a reverse sweep situation, and Eastern, one more, will complete the sweep. I think Post overall did play a lot better that game than in the first 2. Just weren't quite able to close it out in overtime there. I think a couple times Post has been punished for pushing up too much when trying to go for these goals, especially when we were up 2-0 and had all 3 pushed up past midfield to try to score the 3rd goal and end up giving up a goal for it. Definitely not what you want when you're up 2, right? You want to play generally a little bit more conservative. But like I said during the game, it happens. Sometimes you get excited. You want to score additional goals and extend your lead as much as possible. But at the end of the day, a 1-goal win is just the same as a 10-goal win. So sometimes it can be helpful to, recognize the state of the game as we're going on. But, got to give credit where credit's due. Eastern has been playing phenomenally, especially Fallen Realms. He's definitely been the MVP so far for Eastern. Was the MVP once again of that Game 3. So here we go. Possibly the Eagles' last chance here to avoid getting swept. Game 4 starts right now. Is it the start of a reverse sweep? Or will Eastern close this one out? Ooh. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication there, but I don't know if it matters too much, as Poe's still able to clear that one out. Fallen Realms now with a free ball down the side, but Klowa, a good connection there. Now Blitz off the backboard. Ooh. Whiffs all around from both teams. Blitz taps it up to himself, but Craven, nice job coming in off the backboard and clearing that one away. Good soft touch by Klowa, but good defense by Fallen Realms. And now Squishy with a good 50. We'll clear that one out. Craven's shot. Whoa! Saved at the goal line by Klowa. I thought that might have been a goal. And now Craven, bit of a breakaway here, flicks it over one, but just sends it straight to Klowa. Shot on net. Blitz has to hurry for that one, but is able to make the save. Now Blitz going for the ground pinch, but can't quite catch up to it. Not quite enough boost. Neutral 50 in front of the box. Still in front of the box. NiMBiiX with the fake. Gonna cut around this one, try to pop it up. Gets the bump, but Squishy is there with the near post heroics. Get a touch on that ball. Good pinch by NiMBiiX. He's got no boost, though, and can't catch up. And now Klowa out mid to Blitz, and shot is in. That's the communication that we're looking for here. As Klowa bails out of this one when he sees Blitz has a much better angle, and there's nobody home from the Eastern defense as Post jumps out in front in Game 4. Decent kickoff for Post here, but Craven has to back up into this one. Klowa not able to make a touch. Ooh, that's dangerous, but it's off the backboard. Double commit for the Post University Eagles, but it's not going to matter. But that one might... Wow! What a save! But it's not going to matter. Holy cow, I thought this first shot was going to be a goal for sure. Klowa gets bumped by Blitz, and coming off the backboard somehow still makes the save. But then it just ends up leaving it for Fallen Realms, who ties this up at 1. Every time the Eagles make a good punch, the Eastern team is right there with the counter punch. Out mid to Blitz. The pass is a little slow, and Squishy is able to save that one away. Bit of a dangerous situation. Post, but they recover, and NiMBiiX gets a nice flick over one. And a challenge in front of the net. Blitz's shot saved by Squishy. That's going to be a nice pass out mid, though, and Craven has to make a really tight angle to the ball to clear it out. And once again, Fallen Realms from across the pitch gives Eastern the lead. Nobody home for Post as everybody was pushed up on the offense once again. Here's Craven off the kickoff, gets one extra touch, down to Squishy. Nice block there by Klowa. That could have been the go-ahead goal for Eastern. Now Blitz once again cannot get that second touch on target. Here's Klowa trying to squeak it in near post. Squishy Shark with another nice save. Snapping that one out from the net. Less than 2 minutes to go now. Post is in a bit of trouble. Nice interception there by Klowa, though, as the Eastern offense was setting up for something gnarly. Raven. Down to NiMBiiX. NiMBiiX gets over one. Oh, man, ball just bouncing in front of the net. Nobody's there. Oh, what an angle from Klowa, though. I did not think this was going to be a goal. This just did not seem like a goal-scoring angle. But I should stop doubting Klowa. He slots that one in the thinnest of angles. Get the protractor out for that one. Professor of Physics. Oh, this is dangerous, but Klowa is able to get there just in time. Anybody's game now is tied 2-2. A little over a minute to play. Slowing things down, gets the flick over one. But a good challenge from NiMBiiX to stop that attack. Now Klowa. Ooh, a nice pass. Can Eastern recover? They can, and once again, nobody's home, and it's in. Unbelievable. Post University continually getting punished for these 3-man attacks. And once again, Eastern just sends the ball all the way down the pitch from their own half and scores what's essentially an open net. Now Post really got to dig deep here to avoid getting swept. Good 50 on the side from Klowa, but Squishy is able to come away with it. Locked in front, Blitz sends this one all the way down. Out in front, Klowa off the corner. NiMBiiX pass out mid, but nobody's there to take a shot. And this one's all the way down, not on target though. That would have sealed the deal for sure. Last chance for Post now, 10 seconds to go. Klowa up, and he's unable to make contact, and we're tied. With 7 seconds to go, Klowa goes coast to coast here, beats 2. And then taps it up, going for the dunk or something, but didn't know that Craven was out of boost, and he was unable to make the clear. And we are tied once again. This is dangerous, though. Squishy up with this one. Oh, it lands right in front of the Post University net. And now it's out mid. Fallen just going to kill it. And we are headed to overtime. Will Eastern close it out right here, or will Post University extend the series? It's right in front for Blitz. He's going to tap it, and it's in! Off the right crossbar. And just like that, the Eagles will extend the series. Excellent kickoff. Blitz puts it exactly on target. And Post will get the first win of the NECC season game-wise. Oops. 1 point. Ooh. Klowa, the MVP for Post. 737 points, 2 goals, 1 assist, and 3 saves. Craven, the MVP for Eastern with 481 points, 1 goal, 2 assists, and 1 save. And we have got a series on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. That was a close one. Holy cow. A lot of goal line saves, a lot of whiffs, a lot of missed touches, but from both sides, by the way. But at the end of the day, Blitz closed it out for Post in overtime. And Eastern now going to be the ones that need to try to recover from that. Up by 1 with 12 seconds to go. They give up the game-tying goal and then the kickoff goal in overtime to extend the series. So here we go. Game 5. Reverse sweep dubious. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Oh, everybody whiffing. But here's Klowa. Blitz out in front. NiMBiiX redirect. Off the backboard. No one able to make a touch. Blitz able to get back in time for that one, though. This one's out mid. Blitz over to Klowa. Gets bumped off. Now NiMBiiX has to just clear it away. slow things down in the corner. Gets bumped off, and now Klowa with a pass out to mid, but Craven intercepts. Squishy's there. Blitz off the sidewall. Pops it up again. Squishy's there, but he can't get the clear, and Blitz will take that one. He says, thank you very much. We take those. Not a very speedy touch whatsoever, but Squishy was in that disadvantageous near post position and is unable to reverse momentum quickly enough to get the clear, even though he got the touch on the ball. As now one of the post players bumps Fallen Realms into that ball. Really messes him up. Klowa trying to get the really tight angle there, like he did in the last game with one of those goals, but unable to connect here. Now Fallen Realms with a nice redirect. Can't get the double, though, but now post scrambling a little bit after a whiff. But they are able to recover. NiMBiiX now off the back wall. Blitz off the corner. Wreaking havoc, causing some bumps. Messing with the defense a little bit. Fallen sends it out. Squishy can't catch up as Blitz just gets the demo on his way out. But Post have to really scramble, but they're not going to get back in time. Craven with the goal from half field ceiling almost. NiMBiiX was like less than a quarter second from being able to be back in time to make that goal line save, but we are tied with 3:27 to go. If you're just joining us, Eastern is ahead 3-1 in this best of 7, which means they are on match point. Supposed to have to play basically perfectly the rest of this series to avoid getting swept. And now that's a nice redirect off the top crossbar. I thought it was going to bounce out for a second, but it goes in. A beauty of a shot from Fallen Realms. Goes up with Craven for this one. Not sure if he was helped out a little bit by Craven bumping him, but at the end of the day, the ball goes in the net, and that's what matters to this Eastern team. Craven getting in front of this one. This is now basically an open net. And Fallen Realms will get the second touch off the backboard. NiMBiiX was up in time for this one, but just not quite able to read it. That is a very tough play if you're on defense there. I'm actually not sure if he got there in time now that I'm looking at it again. It looked like his car was in the right position, so maybe he was just late. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. But Eastern will take that go-ahead goal for sure and really put Post on the back foot here. Now Fallen going for air dribble, and that is just going to be in. Nobody from Post rotating back quickly enough there. It's Fallen somehow knew that he only had to beat Klowa there. With the air dribble, just got it a little too high for him. And this one may be out of reach for Post. We'll see if they can make the big comeback. Good demo from Blitz. Klowa over to NiMBiiX. Let's transition upfield, but Squishy Shark turns it away. Ooh, Blitz almost getting another touch on that one. Oh, Craven missing, though. And Eastern having to scramble a bit. Down in front, Klowa is there. Needs to get up for this one and is unable to. And Craven puts another one in the back of the net for Eastern, and that may seal the deal. Still 2 minutes left, but Post has got to score 4 now just to bring us to overtime, and we've only, I think that's the maximum goals we've scored in one game so far this series. Not an unreachable goal, of course, but with every second that ticks by, it's looking more and more like an Eastern win. Klowa gonna send this one downfield, saved at the goal line by Squishy. Now Fallen takes control, cutting dangerously around the ball, ends up just flicking it, not even on target. But Eastern does not have to score at this point, they just have to stall for time. Good challenge from Kraven. Colin, up to Blitz. Ooh, can't get another touch. Good pinch off the sidewall as NiMBiiX finds the demo on the back end. Klowa just has to send it all the way across. That one's up dangerously in front of the post-university net. That one definitely would have sealed it. As this one's going to be off the corner. NiMBiiX spawns near post, but is able to recover and get the clear. This one's off the corner. Blitz out to Squishy. Less than a minute to go now in post. Aside from the one goal, has not been able to break through this solid Eastern defense. Blitz off the sidewall. Nice shot. Squeaks it past the defense there. Might be too little too late, but every goal adds just a little bit of more hope than the last one, right? 3 more to go before we can force an overtime, and only 34 seconds to do it. Gonna have to have a lot of kickoffs go post's way. Blitz, Fallen Realm, clears that. Gets an extra touch off the sidewall. So here's Nim. Raven wisely puts it into his own corner and knows that all they need is time. He's just gonna air dribble this one back to Klowa, and that is gonna do it. Eastern will finally clear this one out and drop it, and will win their first NECC match by a score of 4-1. Congratulations to them. Eagle's gonna have a lot of post-university, gonna have a lot of stuff to work on here as we go into our second week of matches. ECAC will start next week as well, so it'll be CACC on Tuesday, NECC on Wednesday, and then ECAC on Thursdays. So make sure to tune in for that. Support the team. GG's to Eastern. They're going to take the dub tonight. Fallen Realm's definitely the MVP for sure. Another hat trick in that one. But until then, thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate all of you. We are going to go ahead and raid Post U Esports 2 as the purple team is in the midst of taking on WPI. Thank you for the support, everyone. Once again, I'm Coach Denny. I'll see you all next time. Say hi to Deadly Drew for me.